have I got a special treat for you all. This update brings to you a playable demo. Yeah, though a demo is probably not even a fair word. It's barely playable, but still, before you download it, because the link to download it is in the description, make sure that when you open the zip file, you read the readme file on how to control the game, what the game objectives are, other information about it as well, before you just tear into it and you're like, oh, what do I do? Because it's not anywhere close to having like one of those full-blown in-game tutorials to explain every little thing. So make sure to check out the readme file before you play the demo. And once you do play the demo and you mess around with it and play with all the features and all that, you know, just let me know what you think in the video down below. I'd really appreciate it. But yeah, it's been a long time coming, and working on this project for, you know, quite some time, off and on, and it's gotten to the point now to where, you know, I can release a worthwhile playable demo to get a feel for what the game is going to be like. I do plan to add other game mechanics to make the game more interesting down the road, but to where it doesn't, you know, get boring and stale and like, what the hell am I doing? So anyway, just so here's a little action here. I went ahead and added a you know, a little repair panel, upgrade panel, research panel. The research, you know, I haven't done that yet, but it's there. The other things as well, like up here, if you look at the address bar up here, the main toolbar, you see it says 22K instead of just 22,000. You know, I got that in there because, you know, it makes it look professional. And over here is the game timer clock. Basically, every time this clock cycles around, that's one game cycle, and it's going to be important because if you press M to go into map mode, hey, look, you got a nice little spiffy map here. All the graphics pretty much courtesy of me, by me, except for the planetary texture for now. But yeah, the point of this is to manage, you know, little cities or settlements on the ground to mine resources, grow the population, collect taxes. Yeah, that's always fun. But yeah, what you do is you can either select this covered city or uncovered city. Covered cities cost more, but uncovered ones are less protected from, say, orbital attack. I plan to add ships soon that can, you know, drop little you know, rods from God, so to speak, on the cities, and then they may have a random chance of hitting a city or not. And if it does hit a city that's uncovered, it's going to deal quite a bit of damage. And you'd have to, you know, repair the cities. Of course, the city's already created, so you would go into the repair section whenever that's done, and boom, done. Here's the general stats, upgrade, research as well. You can do upgrades, research with cities as well, way down the road probably. But if you click on a blank part of the map and you just go to create general city, install the city. Now it's not going to do anything because while you're in map mode, the game's paused. So while you're, let's speed this up a little bit here. Well, let's see a little bit of progress right there. You probably don't see long. Let's see if I do a little bit more. Here we go. Yeah, you see a little bit of progress right there. So the little yellow bar here. Also, this little information panel, message panel down here, lets you know, hey, what was the last action that you did right here. Let's say you accidentally constructed a city you didn't want to. You know, put it down. Oh, I didn't want to make it. Just press Shift C. It'll refund it minus a penalty. So, yeah. Also, another thing to consider on this map, real quick. If you see up here, these little overlays, seismic overlay or a mineral overlay, and you can stack them if you want. This gives you basically important information where, like, say for minerals, you want to place like industry cities, these guys here, on like brighter yellow spots, get more minerals, you know, per game cycle than, you know, than you normally would on an area that's not well lit. But you want to make sure that the area is not really seismically active, because earthquakes and damage a city, that's not included yet. Things like, you know, biome can be important down the road, weather, you know, are the storms frequent or not, or are they rare? Things like temperature, I think, are really important down the road, because other future scenarios, like you'll be playing like on other planets, like the equivalent of Mars or the equivalent of Mercury, and your cities, the only option you have is to build covered cities until maybe, you know, get the terraformer thing going, and if I get enough interest in the game, you know, add things like that. Also, up here is a little booster too. Like you can place a booster next to cities, surrounding cities, and it'll boost the productivity or the happiness or the, you know, taxes of the city. But it costs it will cost a little bit. So there's quite a bit added to this game here. Maybe I'm going to pause it real quick. Go ahead and repair this. But also, like, if just real quick, like, let's say you want to repair multiple buildings at once. So instead of having to move the mouse back and forth, just have the repair panels open, select another unit-based unit, and do a boom. Oh, look, I'm out of money, I'm broke. So, but yeah, like I said before, this is not really a super in-depth like video. I'm just letting y'all know that there's been significant progress, and you know. Oh yeah, also yeah. Let me save up a little bit of money first, and I'll show you the next thing too before I go. If you click on a city, go to upgrade, you can upgrade the let's see, let's choose one here, choose a cheaper one. You can upgrade a base turret, I mean a gun turret or a shield turret to the next level, to where it can take more damage, and in the case of the gun turret, deal more damage. Because these guys, as the waves come, they gradually get stronger and stronger and stronger in this demo. But yeah, up here I added real quick this little, next to the clock, the little cycle timer, how many cycles the game has progressed. Like, but it just hit 99, so that isn't in the demo. It isn't in the demo. I just added that at the spur of the moment, just to see what that's like. I'm kind of liking it. But yeah, all the information you're gonna need is in the README file. I'm not gonna bore you for too much longer. But check out the README, and once you play it or whatever, and if you like what you see, just let me know what you think in the comments. I mean, it really does, you know, mean a lot to see people in the comment section say, hey, it's looking kind of interesting. I mean, this may not be the most fancy game in the world, but you know, we're using all kinds of like incredible shaders and whatnot. But it's a little something I can say that I've made. The closest thing to an actually complete game that I've ever made that seems somewhat original. But anyway, let me know what you think down below, and I will see y'all around.